Are you ready to go live with me today with Ronnie Kendrick? Oh my goodness, you guys are in for a treat today. I'm Angela Brown and I'm here at Ask a House Cleaner. Now, you guys may not know this, but Ronnie has been quoted in Bob Vila, and he is really famous now in the cleaning industry. And there are some real leaders and power hitters in the industry that are coming to Ronnie going, tell us your secrets. So today we're going to throw a whole bunch of stuff at Ronnie, and I want you to throw stuff at him as well. We're going to debunk a whole bunch of myths. So I put together my thinking cap and I said, okay, here's a bunch of myths that come at me all the time. And I want you guys to throw some myths at Ronnie as well. And he's going to tell us, are these myths true or are they false? All right. So please help me welcome Ronnie Kendrick. Ronnie, how are you today?
I'm doing fabulous. Thank you so much for having me on the show, Angela. And I can't wait to get these questions thrown at me and see how much the audience can beat me on.
I love that. All right. So, our first question is you should find a new house cleaner if they slack on the job that you've hired them to do. True or false?
True. You are paying for a service, right? So if you're not happy with the job, they're not doing what you need. Absolutely. Find a new house cleaner. But I do want to caveat that with have a conversation with them first, Say, hey, we're missing detail here. Like maybe the showers aren't as crystal clear as we want. So can y'all maybe focus on that area a little bit more next time? Because again, like we've already discussed on this video, it can be really hard to find good cleaners. And if you've got a relationship with them, just have a talk with them first before you have to go through that cycle again of finding another house cleaner.
So, I'm really glad that you said that because it is a true question. If you're not happy with the service that you are providing, absolutely true. You can replace them, no harm, no foul, right? It's a service that you're paying for. And if you're not happy, you have complete freedom to go find a different service. And I love the fact that he said, give them another chance. Explain to them what your expectations are. And that takes us back to setting realistic expectations up front. I have personally been called by homeowners who said a house cleaning company came to give me a quote and they promised the earth, the sun, the stars, and the moon, and they didn't even have any wind to blow and back it up. Like, what on earth? And I say, what on earth? Why did they overpromise? So if the house cleaning company comes in and they set realistic expectations, they can justify their price. They can explain how long it's going to take to do a job. And then here's what happens if your needs are not met or you are not happy, and they can explain their satisfaction guarantee. So that takes me to our next true or false question. Every cleaning company has a satisfaction guarantee. True or false, Rodney?
False. A lot of the smaller independent companies are not going to back that up. Whenever you call them and you aren't satisfied with the job, a lot of time or sometimes, I don't want a blanket statement here, but they may not even call you back, right? So no, they're not going to have the satisfaction guaranteed. And one thing that you need to be looking out for with your house cleaners is to ensure that they're doing a walkthrough after the cleaning to make sure that you are satisfied with it, because that way you can get any problems solved up front before they're out of the house while they're still there. Just make sure that they can clean those little detailed areas that we just went over. And a lot of companies really should be doing follow-up calls too. Just because you and the cleaner had a great conversation afterwards doesn't always mean that the customer was fully satisfied. Because what we've experienced here is that like some people don't want to make things either awkward or they're afraid of confrontation. So while they're there, they may not bring anything up and they're actually not satisfied. So the cleaner leaves, but we do follow-up calls with them to make sure that even afterwards, everything went smoothly. And we'll hear about things that they wouldn't tell the home cleaners. So just kind of check what the process is of the house cleaning company to make sure that you actually will be satisfied by the end of it.
I'm so glad that you brought that up. And that deserves two happy bells because every cleaning company should have a satisfaction guarantee. Here's the reason why. When you go to a store, they give you a receipt. And if you don't like what you purchased, you bring it back and they give you a refund. And that is the same concept that house cleaners should offer. Now, Rodney is also correct. There are a lot of companies that don't do that. They're like, oh, she wasn't happy. She didn't like my work. I'm never calling her back. That happens a lot. Do you remember how I said there are a whole bunch of different types of personalities as there are different types of homeowners? There are some house cleaners that have never been through any training. And so they don't understand how to run a business. And if you play shenanigans and you play games like that, you're not going to have a business after a while. And then you're going to go, oh, it's the business that went bad. No, 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 no. It's your business philosophy that went bad because you didn't have one in place. And that takes me to a question that is not a trick question. It's not a true or false question, but I do want to approach it really fast because I told Cynthia she could ask her question. What she's asking is about the training program that Savvy Cleaner has. So I'm the CEO of a company called Savvy Cleaner. We do training for house cleaners and maids, and we do have certificates for different types of courses. So every time you complete a course, and I think this will answer the question, every time you complete a course, you get a certificate if it is a certificate based course. So we have training courses and we have certificate courses. The certificate courses are things like chemical safety and personal protective equipment and how to sanitize your cleaning supplies between each job, things like that. There are training courses like how to pick a territory of where you're going to go clean if you're starting your own cleaning business. It's just informational. There's no certificate at the end because there's no right or wrong answer, right? So for those courses, you can buy them just a course and it's no repeat money. You just buy a course and take the course. We have a membership that includes all of the courses, and that's a monthly fee. So I hope that answers the question. And then the other question was, and the final question, please, is it an online course? And the answer is yes, it is. So you can go at your own pace. You can do it at nights, on the weekends, whenever you have some free time, or if you have a cancellation and somebody's like, hey, I don't need your service today, you can go ahead and sit down and you can work on your social media. You can learn ChatGPT. You can take a course. You can do all the things that help you run the business in the back end of your business, like accounting and stuff like that. So we want to help you as much as possible, which is why we've created the membership. And along with the membership comes group coaching. So twice a month, I jump in there and you can ask me anything you want, and we will help you resolve the issues of your business. All right, so that's it for today. Guys, I'm so glad you joined me. This was so much fun. I just had so much fun with Rodney here. Rodney, tell our listeners and our viewers where they can go to find you.
So, if you happen to be in the Denver area, the South Side specifically, look up Company Clean. We're a professional house cleaning company in that area doing basic cleanings, deep clean, move in, move out. But again, what we've talked about here is really trying to find what problem are we solving for you. So, we want to give you that personal touch. But hey, I love talking about cleaning and business aspects too. So, find me on Facebook where I talk about our cleaning tips, facebook.com/companycleanco. And then you can also find me on LinkedIn where I talk about the business aspect of house cleaning at linkedin.com/in/Ronnie Kendrick Company Clean.